Well, welcome back to Center Court here at Spooky Nook Manheim. Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO. And, one of the things that we like to do when we're at a major is create as much drama as possible. And the only way to have done that here in the juniors was to black everything out during a tight game, wait till we get into a double-dip championship match, which we told you we weren't going to air until later, and then surprise you when we come back and we are already in the second game of that double-dip. You can thank us later. First game went to Hunter Houts 21-15. Jacob Bagley, his opponent, was sitting in the king's seat, so now we are in game number 2. Bagley looking to be one and done now in this situation. Whoever wins this game wins our Juniors Premier League. Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO. Bagley throwing the Hammer Time Fidos, as is Hunter Houts. The two of these guys met up earlier to get into the king's seat, and Jacob ended up taking 21-11, that victory to bounce Hunter down to the loser's bracket. That was a tight match right when we blacked out. I guess that was probably, the blackout was probably a function of me about ready to tell the story about you being here last year, so I apologize. Last year it was Heinerman who blacked out. This year it was the stream. So 21-14, it was Hunter Houts over Isaac Hurt, so that puts these two against one another head-to-head. Bagley down 21-15 in game 1. Jacob trying to come back now, fighting at 6-0 as Hunter leaves one out to the right-hand side. Bag number 3. Right up Main Street. Bagley says all you got to do is minimize the mistakes, and that's going to cost him a 4 spot right there. That should be a 12-on-8. Little pause that refreshes right there, so that'll be a 14-0 lead. Jacob Bagley not messing around here in game number 2. No, he didn't pick up 8, yeah. They're going to go back and reconfigure that score right there. Yeah, it should be 10-0. Good call. And maybe that little bit of sportsmanship took him out of his rhythm. Don't know, but we will find out. Welcome back to the new stream here on YouTube. And if you were checking us out on the previous stream and we went dark on you, we wanted to come back with a fresher stream. We just fished this one out of a local stream, and this one is a fresher of the two. So make sure that you check in again here into the chat. Same thing happening on the Facebook stream, and we have now put barbed wire around most of the equipment, so it will not be touched by anything other than qualified human hands. Yes, and you know what? Who we have to thank for getting rid of that stale stream is our own April Clemens. She came over here and said something just doesn't smell right about this. Maybe it's outlived itself. So I'm just going to go ahead and disconnect it, and I need you to put a fresher stream up there for us if you would. So thank you, April. We do appreciate the heads up on that here on Center Court, Manheim, Pennsylvania. Spooky Nook, the original. Ooh, and that was a blast right in there. And I think Jacob thought he had one of his there that's pinned now underneath down at 1 o'clock. Oh, and that bag kicks hard left off into the side yard. Oh, and there's stuff all over the place. It's going to take a minute for them to figure out what that mess looks like with bags upside down. And it looks like, did he just say 8-on-1? There, oh, it was an 8-on-1, so that puts Bagley up 17-4. Again, winner of this game wins it all in the Juniors Premier Division. In the women's division, let's go back and take a look. Kendall Cox has advanced to the queen seat with a 21-14 win over Joanne Martin, who awaits the winner of Angie Bryant and Brianna Nevis to get back up to face her in the queen seat game. And we'll recap seniors here in just a moment after we wrap this frame number 9 in this second game of the double dip scenario on Juniors Premier. That bag gets away from Jacob just a little bit. This one coming in sticky side down. Plants itself as a bit of an obstacle. The attempt to get up and around thwarted. Oh, and a nice cleanup right there. A couple dead nuts up the middle, slick side down, and the cleanup. So 17-4. Will become 17-8. Yes, indeed. Let's see what's going on over Brian Higginbotham. How about that? Takes down Mike Walters in the king seat game. He holds the king seat, does Higgy. Still some scoring to go down in the lower half of the bracket. Kevin Cook awaits the winner of Brett Litton, who's up 18-12 over James Barkowitz right now. Cheem up over Harper 11-6. Michael Akron awaits the winner of that one in the lower half of the bracket. Nice get-around bag right there from Jacob Bagley. And that's going to wrap it up. How about that? We have ourselves a champion. Jacob Bagley defends that king seat right there. So our juniors premier champ is Jacob Bagley. Went down 21-15 in game number 1. Comes back and battles back to a 21-8 victory in game number 2. Takes the top of the podium and the heaviest of the hardwood for the juniors premier division. So congratulations again, Jacob Bagley, throwing Hammer Time Fidos. And again, pronounced phonetically there because they you would think it would be FIDO, but it is not. I believe it's FJITO, so I'm not 100% sure why that is. Maybe I'll go ask the Hammer Time folks exactly why that is. But the bottom line was it didn't matter. Hammer Time Fidos was going to come out on top in the juniors premier division, and that's exactly what happened. Jacob Bagley, congratulations. And we will, I guess, take a quick break until we get are we going to move the women's division over here? We're waiting on one game, and then we're going to move what? The women's elimination final to center court. All right, fantastic. Well, in the meantime, you're probably saying to yourself, Finn, what is all the mystery around the ability to get the stream to work the way that you want it to at any Spooky Nook? Well, you know what? I think it's the spooky part, and you're thinking to yourself, well, why is it called Spooky Nook? And I did a little bit of research while we were blacked out there. Everybody else was laying around on the floor drooling about themselves, and I was doing studious research on your behalf, and the name Spooky Nook actually comes from a former train station right here in Manheim, Pennsylvania. I think it was, at the time, it was nicknamed Spooky Nook Station because it was kind of a remote, dark location, made strange noises between the Susquehanna River and the Nook, which is a local term for a piece of land here in town. The wind was making weird sounds, and it led to the whole spooky nickname. It carried over to the road, Spooky Nook Road, which is how you turn to get in here, as you might imagine, and that's right here where this complex is located. They just carried the name on into the facility in Hamilton, Ohio, and then there is also the old Landco Fieldhouse in East Petersburg, Ohio, and that is the third Spooky Nook complex. It's not as large as these two. In fact, the one, I got a flyer somewhere. Here it is. This thing is insane. I don't even know if we can turn a camera to this thing so that you can see a diagram. If you haven't seen the way that it's laid out, it is absolutely insane. We are in the, what is this area called? I want to say the Olympic area, but it's just massive. I want to say over 1 million. Let's see if we can get that up on here. Over 1 million square feet. Yeah, come in tight on that bad boy. Let me see if I can. I mean, this is a diagram, and we are, where are we? We're here, right there. And this, I think, this morning is where I was over walking the track. But look at everything in between all of this. That is just insane, the amount of space here. And there's vending, there's food, there's a bit of everything. But we are basically taking up what amounts to 2 basketball courts right there. Here, I can't, there we go. Right there. Oh, and look, there's my, this is really why I want to do this, so you can see my wristband for the fitness area. So you can see, oh, and for you to see my shuffleboard champions jersey maybe one more time. But yeah, but look at this place. Insane. And I think it was founded in 2013. So yeah, what a complex here. Spooky Nook Sports, Lancaster County, Pennsylvania here, Manheim, Pennsylvania. SpookyNookSports.com if you'd like to learn a little bit more about what's going on. And Rex Hurt is out throwing bags just here, I think, just to keep you under. I don't know if he's going to set them on fire or do some sort of like circus tricks or anything. He's just out there staying warm. But again, congratulations to Jacob Bagley for taking the juniors Premier Division. I'm going to update my notes here. 21-8. 21-11. He lost that first game, and then 21-8 is the final over Hunter Houts. And both of them now have the distinction of having taken former king and typically one of the juniors champs on a very common opportunity, Isaac Hurt, out of juniors. So congratulations to both of them. And again, you pretty much at that point knew Hammer Time Fido bags were going to win because both of them were throwing those bags. So we will move the women's elimination final. Here to center court and have that for you in a moment. I'll bring you up to speed as to what's going on in the seniors division as well, because right now Angie Bryant and Brianna Nevis are locked in battle with Angie up on top 12-2. Joanne Martin awaits the winner of that match. But in seniors, I told you Higgy is in holding on to the king's seat after taking out Mike Walters 21-9. Kevin Cook and Brent Litton getting ready to square off. Junior Williams will face the winner of that one right now. Cheek Cheem up 15-11 over Scott Harper, and Michael Akron awaits the winner of that one. But women's will be moved over here in that elimination final here in just a moment. And apparently the backing up continues somewhere in the building for some reason, doing something. That's all I know. Do we have another bag partner rolled in here? Who's that down there on the end now? Is that Bramy's? Brammy's bags? All right, so I'll get the updated roster here in a moment. We'll get everybody squared away as to where they're supposed to be, and appreciate having everybody here. I see Man Bags, RTP, Average Joe's Cornhole, Hammer Time Cornhole, most of whom set up last night. Some still rolling in today on a Friday. Don't know what you're doing with your Friday, but if you've made ACO Cornhole part of it, we certainly appreciate that, and love to have you check in, whether it's on the YouTube stream or on the Facebook stream. Let's go Ringer, says Al Castro. Right on. Appreciate you checking in. Let's see what's happening here on the refreshed stream on the Facebook page. Get that freshened up here for you. Finn the Loudmouth for the ACO and co-host of the Taco on Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Western. Kayla Marie, what's happening? What do you know? How's things going? I know part of the crew that is running roughshod over Monster Cornhole, and if I'm not mistaken, the Monster Cornhole blind draw starts here at 11, something brand new that we've added to all of our majors, an opportunity for you to keep playing if you're not playing in juniors, women's, or seniors, and you're not going to be involved in co-ed later on, an opportunity to get into Monster Cornhole, monstercornhole.com, the best place to find out how, no matter where you want to play and whether you are a member of any organization or league or anything, you can come in and play. You do not need to be an ACO member. If you'd like to become one, we'd certainly love to have you. But bottom line is it's a great opportunity to get in and play at your skill level and work your way up into a more competitive gameplay day in and day out. So you're taking a good look around the room. You can see the infrastructure and the bag partners there as part of the major infrastructure, as well as the building here at Spooky Nook. Every time you think you've seen the last court of some sort, there is another one right around the corner. So all the campsites have been set up as per usual here at an ACO major. Vegas getting ready to get underway, I'm sure, here in an hour or so. Candler and Gears, the cornhole dude, out there running point on that with Michael Mann and his crew at the Westin Las Vegas Resort. Little warm-up airmail right there. Rainy day in southern Indiana. I tell you what, we drove up here yesterday, Kayla. We left at, I don't know what, 7:30 in the morning. got just about to Washington Courthouse, up 71 south of Columbus, and we ran into fog that did not lift until we were 45 minutes outside Manheim. It felt like we were driving into a Stephen King novel, which I'm sure is a little bit different than what's happening out in Vegas right now based on the photos that I've seen from Gears. But, yeah, it was spooky when we rolled into Spooky Nook, I'm not going to lie. So you're going to have an opportunity to kind of check out some of our bag partners here as we get ready to have that women's elimination final moved over to center court. Kendall Cox awaits in the Queen's seat for the women's division. Angie Bryant now up 19-4 over Brianna Nevis. Hey, get away. Don't touch anything. You, out. We told everybody on the stream that you thought that the previous stream smelled stale, so you wanted a fresh one. So they have you to thank for this new, cleaner, fresher stream. April Clemens coming over here, telling us what to do and how to do it. Why don't you get over there and put your house in order, lady? Uh-huh. Oh, my goodness. So, again, congratulations. Jacob Bagley came back and fought back in that second game of what was the double-dip situation. Lost the first one 21-15 to Hunter Houts. Took the second one 21-8. Just came in and said, I've had enough of this. I'm taking the hardwood. Do we have his picture? We have a good picture of him. Fantastic. I know. I just saw it. I couldn't be trusted it was right. Oh, goodness. I did go buy a piece of Spooky Nook memorabilia, by the way. I went over and bought this, Heinerman. Look at this. When I go to start working out at my new gym membership, look at that. Pretty good. Spooky Nook Sports Athletic Department, 2013. That's what leads me to believe that this one was founded in 2013. I know it's a favorite venue of those who come to the Cincinnati Major. We certainly love it because it's close to the HQ, but just a fantastic facility all the way around. The hotel attached right here to the property, so great, easy access. I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, the hotel was sold out this weekend. There's some big event going on here besides ours, and so the hotel was sold out this weekend, 3 full floors. And so obviously big business being done as we await the women's elimination final to head over here to center court. Angie Bryant still holding her lead. It's 19-7 now over Brianna Nevis. Joanne Martin awaits the winner of that one, and that's the next game you'll see here on center court. In the meantime, exhibition play between Ringer and Hurt. Congratulations again to all those in the Hurt locker for Carter Lee, the brand new addition to the Hurt Cabal. Shout out to Caleb, who didn't make it out this weekend. A little daddy duty there with Grandma and Adrian. So I think life's about to get a little bit more interesting for you, Caleb Hurt. But we shall see. We shall see. Uncle Isaac got bounced out of the top part of the bracket in Junior's Premier, and then he was taken out by Hunter Houts 21-14, which moved Hunter into that final game against the king seed holder Jacob Bagley. And all of the mystery surrounding that was solved with the fresh stream less than 30 minutes ago. The Monster Cornhole blind draw getting ready to get underway here in just a couple of minutes. You'll hear the announcement in the background above the apparently dump truck or whatever it is that's backing up in the other room constantly. I don't think that truck has gone forward since it's been in the building. It's just backing around doing figure eights. Oh, man. Well, all kinds of good stuff with Monster Cornhole. Again, monstercornhole.com. You can check that out. I don't know how much tier play we will have, but what do you got going? Rocket 0 hours. Right on. Very good. Rocket 0 hours. Hang on, 0 hour. And a heavy hitter, Big Daddy, heavy hitter 2. Very good. Big Daddy. And I always thought the heavy hitter 2 was necessary versus the heavy hitter 1s. Every time I threw those, I thought, it'd be nice to have a heavy hitter 2. As we get ready to have this match get underway here. Some serious business on center court, the women's elimination final. I do like that a jersey that says Ringer on the back of it. I always love seeing nicknames on the back. Makes it a little bit more difficult sometimes when you're new to a particular player or to a particular game, but Angie Bryant throwing the heavy hitters 2. Joanne Martin throwing the rocket bags 0 hour. A couple more warm-up tosses, and this elimination final will be underway. And congratulations, Angie Bryant outlasted Brianna Nevis 21-9 to get into this game, and Kendall Cox awaits the winner of this one in the women's final. She holds the king seat and, of course, will have to be double-dipped. Joanne Martin had a nice run through the top part of the bracket. She ended up losing to Kendall Cox, so will it be a rematch? Kendall put her in the loser's bracket 21-14, where now she squares off against Angie Bryant. Angie Bryant, Taters exchange, throwing the Big Daddy Cornhole. Heavy hitters 2. And we have pressed play, and we are underway here on center court during the course of this matchup. As we work our way toward Kendall Cox, the queen seed holder, I'll keep you up to speed as to what's going on in the seniors division. Higginbotham holds the king seat in the seniors division. The Monster Cornhole Big Blind Draw getting ready to get underway. Joanne Martin goes straight up the middle. Going to go ahead and clean that up. Oh, and Angie's gotten a little bit loose around the third turn right there. That's going to be a 12-on-6 to get us started. Yes, it is, and that puts Joanne up with a nice, comfortable early lead, and she can thank Rex Hurt for all that warm-up time. Let's go back in here and see who's watching from where. Al Castro, I know you were throwing your hat in the ring for Joanne not that long ago. Ian Stokel says, hey, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Haven't seen you since, Canada. But I've seen your name pop up. That's a fact. Harold, my man, says, let's go, Angie. As does Amber. As does Mark and Julie Morris. So she's definitely got her Big Daddy Cornhole fam backing her up. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, crazy fog. That's exactly right. Kayla, that was nuts. All right, so Joanne jumps out to an early 10-0 lead as we look to crown our women's champion here in the women's division, Spooky Nook Manheim, Pennsylvania. Bag's just on layaway right there from Angie, and it drops. She's got the entire right, left, center, as Joe Nuxall used to say. Nice get-around bag there. A little sneaker there. Not going to let her make it so easy this time as Angie, so she's just going to come in and re-block. All right, leaning in hot, back on the heel, coming in, slick side down. She did get one to go. It looks like that's going to be an 8-on-8. A couple of snowmen here in the northeast. Is that right? Yes, sir. Happy birthday, says Frosty the Snowman. Bags are stacked. Pack both of these. Two of the rare players now who hold all four of their bags when they're throwing. You see a lot more of them leaving them sit on the boards now. That one looks like it just got nudged back into place. A little bit of a helpful nudge there from Angie to see if Joanne can get in there and get a hold of that one without chasing it and risking kicking off the back. There it goes. All right, all she's got to do is get this one in there to take the 12 and force Angie to have to match for the wash. Oh, and she has the fourth bag blues right there, a little fist bump. Al, you're watching from Massachusetts. Right on. Right on. Worcester, perhaps? I don't know. It's the only place. Well, Boston. I've heard of that place. I've heard of Boston, Massachusetts, I believe. Worcester, Boston. Is Cape Cod in Massachusetts? Oh, it is, yeah, because that's where I went on my ill-fated honeymoon. Yikes. I forgot about that. I thought I'd repressed that memory fully. And I did it in April because that's smart. Nothing says Cape Cod Beach Walk like April. Idiot. Yeah, we went whale watching, and I was watching the inside of a face mask the entire time. Oh, nice cleanup right there from Joanne. Puts Angie in a tough spot right there when she leaves all of those laying out. So that's going to be a 12-on-6 right there. So that's going to put us on 18-0 right now. Fighting our way towards Kendall Cox in the queen seat. Yeah, I said, oh, no. It was a 9-on-6. Okay, I'm sorry. I lost that one off the back. I was too busy telling you about my marital bliss. Cape Cod, April. Oh, and we flew into Boston, by the way, and we got in late. So on the way out, we decided to go. If you're going to go up to the Northeast, say maybe Cape Cod, and you want seafood, where would you go? We went to Red Lobster. We were the only people there, and they could tell we were tourists. It was terrible. Although every place we went after that for clam chowder, the smaller the place, the better the food. Nice bag right there, pushing that one way out of play. So that's going to, with the one off the back, that's going to be, what, a 9-on-7 looks like, with her having released one off the backside. 10-on-9. Now, one of these days, I'm going to figure out how this scoring works. North Andover, right on. You know, I know where North Andover is. It is just north of South Andover. Am I right? I'm right. Watching from New Hampshire. Says Jason Reed. Let's go, Joanne. Scott Chapman watching California strong. What is it, 8:07 and out on the left coast. I believe they should be firing something up, some kind of stream, I believe, from Vegas here in a little while. So you'll have a couple to choose from, potentially. You got two to choose from here. They're just the same one in two spots. Joanne wants to go down and take a look, see if she's got any hope for salvage. She's gone down and made her assessment. Very smartly decked out in her orange and black. I say that even as a Steelers fan. Just going to come right to left. Oh, and she went to the air meld, clean it up. She thought she might be able to catch just a little bit of it with a fish hook, but that's going to be a 12-on-10. That's going to give Angie another couple pennies to put in her pocket, so 15-3. And again, Kendall Cox awaits the winner here on center court. She will need to be double-dipped as the women's queen seat holder. Let's take a quick look before they get started here. In seniors, Higgy is holding the king seat. Kevin Cook is up 17-3 over Junior Williams. Scott Harper awaits the winner of that one. He took out Michael Akron 21-1, and Mike Walters awaits further off into the wings as well to try to get back to Brian Higginbotham. Oh, yeah. We may take a short break after this game for me to go. Oh, I'll tell you what. They're battling. Angie is not going to go away quietly. She is just going to keep fighting, fighting, and fighting. And she wouldn't be here if she wasn't a fighter this deep into it. So a couple more snowmen posted right there. It's an 8-8 wash. Leaves the score at 15-3. Let's see. North Andover, just north of Andover. Well, yeah, but it has to be north of South Andover. Am I right? Well, Andover and North Andover are north of South Andover. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. You know how sometimes you say a word so many times it doesn't have any meaning anymore? That's what just happened. That's weird. Let's go, Joanne, says Matt Lachance. All right. I'll tell you what, the battle continues. Washington's right there, leaves it at 15-3. Oh, we also drove around looking for the Kennedy compound because no one does that while we were up there. And we drove around and around and around, and finally we stopped and we asked this dude who was doing some work off of this road, this little road off to the side, and he said, hey, this is going to sound stupid, but we're in from out of town, and we're looking for the Kennedy compound. And he goes, oh, okay. He goes, well, we were talking to him out the passenger side window. And he said, well, open the driver's side window and reach out, your arm out. He goes, all right, see that rock wall 8 feet off? That's it right there. We were right at it. There was no huge gates or anything, just these little rock walls. Nice finish right there by Joanne to minimize, it looks like. Yeah, but we had driven past it 6 times before we stopped and asked the guy who told us that we had passed it 6 times. So it was a trip for the ages. I should have known then. So Angie adds a couple more to her tally. Takes that first bag. Really good block placement right there, and that's going to push Joanne out to the side. Try to get in there and clean it up. Those should just be on layaway. Now the little croquet match begins with those pushes, replacements, blocks, and then that one bounces off to the right-hand side. That was very well played, by the way, by Angie. Her bag did exactly what she wanted it to do. Kicked that one off the back side. So right now we're looking at, and an airmail there, so that's going to be a 6-on-4, so that should put another couple. There we go. Now I'm figuring it out. Let's go. I'm going to go look at seniors over here on a different screen. I've got so many screens and so little time. Kevin Cook up over Scott Harper 2-0 after having taken down Junior Williams 21-3. Mike Walters awaits the winner of that one. And the winner of that will then face off against Brian Higginbotham for the seniors championship here. Monster Cornhole blind draw is underway. Started at 11 o'clock. Plenty of bags being thrown around the arena as these two keep battling. And I tell you, the longer that this game has gone on, Joanne has gotten a little bit loose out to the right. Going to come in and try to chase. She picks one up, and that was a good collection right there, so she's going to have to leave that one alone. And Angie has certainly settled in here on center court, so that's going to cost her another couple, Joanne, but 15-on-7, which was 15-on-9, or 5 should become 15-on-9. Let's see what's going on over here on the Facebook. I know those of you who are checking things out on YouTube, glad to have you. Watching from my tree stand, says Bo Beal. Nicely done. Let's go, Ange. Mickey McGurr, come on, Angie. Let's go, Ringer, says Sam Mann. Red Lobster, what a rookie move. Yeah, no kidding, Steven. We were the only car in the parking lot. Do you find that hard to believe? That was probably the beginning of their bad fortune, which caused, did they go bankrupt or do they still exist? I don't know. I remember they were selling off a bunch of stuff. Ooh, and that one got away from her just a little bit. Joanne will take advantage of what's given to her in the middle now. The question becomes, I thought she might risk the airmail to try to pull those two. And the middle is still open, and Joanne takes advantage of that. So that's 10 on 6. That's a 4 spot to put Joanne up on 19, I do believe. Yes, indeed. All right, so if you're watching from the tree stand, Bo, I'm gonna speak more quietly so that I don't scare away any prey. I'm guessing perhaps you have earbuds in. No, I can't do that. That's not fair to everybody who's not in a tree stand. Appreciate all of you who are doing the counting for me. I'm a bit of an idiot. Nice bag there. I can figure these out. There she goes. That one holds the top right corner of the hole, as Phil likes to say. That one does as well. A little tumble back, a little Scuba Steve action. Angie going to come in here. She's going to risk it, try to chase it. She does, and she loses one off the back. So that is going to do it. That's going to finish things up. Joanne Martin is going to advance now into the women's final against Kendall Cox. And all she has to do is beat Kendall Cox twice. So we'll find out if all that warming up with Rex Hurt did the trick earlier. Congratulations to Angie Bryant. Threw a great game throwing those heavy hitter twos from Big Daddy Cornhole. And Joanne Martin now carries her Rocket Bags 0 hour into the final women's match here. And I know she's throwing the RTPs. I don't know exactly which series, but I'm sure I will find out here in a moment. They are one of our bag partner vendors. So I'm guessing you're throwing the RTPs. Are you really? Yeah. Is it Brammy or Brammy? Oh, yeah, well, I'll say it Brammy. How about that? We'll do it that way. That's your apparel line. So Brammy, which closers. All right, I'm coming over there to look at your hoodies. I like those RTP hoodies. Brammy closers. All right, well, you know what? You know what happens when you assume? You're wrong. You're usually wrong. And that would be me. So the Brammy closers coming out of the claw of Kendall Cox, sitting in the queen's seat in the women's division. Let's see what's happening in the seniors. Kevin Cook and Scott Harper knotted at 4. Mike Walters awaits the winner of that one to see who will face off here on center court against Brian Higginbotham. We await the arrival of Joanne Martin, who is taking a quick break. You'll watch Kendall, who has really made a name for herself in the last, I don't know, let's go back a couple months before Worlds in Tulsa. She really started making her name known, and there were a lot of folks that are like, well, who's this Kendall Cox? And then they find out she's a junior, and I meant to ask her because I never know when she has a birthday. I said, well, I think she's 17. They're like, no, she's 15. They're like, no, she's 13. And I'm like, I'm not even 100% sure. I think she was 12 or 13. Hey, Kendall. Yeah. I do know. How old is she? 13 now. When's her birthday? March? March, okay. I'm going to keep track of that now. I never can keep it straight. She's 13, okay. And she did not play. Oh, she couldn't play in juniors. I was going to say she couldn't play in juniors. 13 in March. All right, I'm going to remember that. What's your birthday? March what? 29th? I'm a March baby myself. Right on. March 10th, if anybody's looking to send a gift. The merciless shilling continues. Oh, God. Mike Walters awaiting the winner of Scott Harper, who's up 10-4 over Kevin Cook right now in seniors as we await the return of Joanne Martin for the women's final. I see Amish sitting over there across the way. Stacy Van Gilder not far away if he's here. I know that's a fact. If he doesn't get out and get a picture taken with one of the one of the horse and buggies around this area. He has wasted a perfect opportunity, I'll tell you that much right now. As Joanne works her way back to center court now, and again, she's throwing those rocket bags 0 hour. Sacks. So Kendall Cox and the Brammies closers. The two of them will take a few more down and back tosses as Scott Harper holds the lead in the seniors bracket right now. The losers bracket 10-8 over Kevin Cook. Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO here. Again, by way of reset, center court. The best seats in the house are yours on the Facebook and the YouTube channel. I hold the second best seats in the house here just outside of center court, and hopefully you're enjoying the coverage today while they're continuing their down and back. Let's see what else is going on. Joanne, let's go, says Steven Analdo. Let's go, Angie, says Libby Scott. LFG, Joanne. I know what that means, but I'm not allowed to say it. Says Ravon. Actually, I can say it. Who else is going on? Bo, you're good. The window on the blind is closed. What's up, Mark and Mitch? Mark says, proud of you, Angie. She did. She threw great. Let's go, Kendall, says Tony Lanfranchi. All right, so I think everybody here on Facebook's checked in. Let's go over here to the YouTubes and see what's happening. I'm going to get a late birthday gift when I'm in Tamworth in May. Oh, Craig, just so you know, lad, we've got you in the brand new, we dropped an updated version of Whole Magazine, and the article about you is in this magazine, so we'll have to make sure we get one to you. There's some good stuff in here about Team Irvin. There's some great photos of our road dogs in here, a good recap of the World Championships, and we're going to be continuing to update this magazine. We're sending out to directors and all kinds of folks here, so Craig will make sure we get one for you. I got to make sure I get to Tamworth in May. That's one that I've got on my calendar to try to get to. Good afternoon. The Wiz is checking in as well. The UK well represented. What is it, 5-something over there, 521? It would be weird if it wasn't 521. It was more like 505. That would be odd. All right. Joanne wants to go down and take a quick look. Is this going to be a little bit of a mental game here to see if she's going to try to dictate the pace against the junior phenom that is Kendall Cox? One bag left. She's gone down to take a look. Kendall's got 4 bags up top. She's just going to lay low and leave it as such, so that's going to be an 8-on-4 to get us started here? Yes, it is. It's 4:21. Okay, that's right. Oh, that's right. We just did our daylight savings time. We went back an hour. My bad. I don't understand how that works, Wiz. All right, so 4:21. Now, it is 4:21, yeah. Any second now it's going to be, if I'm not mistaken, 4:22 where you are. And now. It's 12-8 now. Scott Harper up over Kevin Cook as Mike Walters awaits the winner of that one. See who will face off in the elimination final there and make it back to that final game in the seniors division as Kendall Cox and Joanne Martin battle here on center court. Thumb is locked in. Wrist is rolled over. Bag, nice high bag flight. That's going to be a washing 10 for the two of them as Joanne has jumped out to an early 4-0 lead. I do like the fact, though, that Craig, when you sent me the late birthday gift message, there was a beer at the end of it. If it's just a frosty pint, that'll be good enough for me, brother. And then we'll pretend it's your birthday and we'll have another one. How about that? Never need another excuse, I'll tell you that much. Cheers to those who may just be joining us here on Center Court, Manheim, Pennsylvania, at the Spooky Nook Sports Complex. Nice collection right there. These two are just going hole for hole right now. Not a lot of defensive strategy, just trying to bury it. And that bag was just enough of an eyesore there to put Joanne off to the right. And now tilted Mickey Mouse ears for her. So that's going to be the 12-on-8, and that's going to knot things up at 4. Kendall Cox holds the queen seat, so she does have to be double-dipped. Matt Lachance says, let's go, Joanne, throwing those rockets. The 0 hours, I do believe. I Thanks again to Brammy's Bags. We've got Man Bags, RTP gear in the house. Average Joe's Cornhole. Appreciate Eric and Anne Marie helping us yesterday. The folks from Hammer Time Cornhole also helping as these two go hole for hole here on Le Court Centre. Ooh, and that one gets away from her to the right, which it had been on that side. And Kendall says, well, I appreciate you, so I'm going to go ahead and let you have that one. We'll wash a couple of 10s and we'll try again. Let's see if I can figure out who is the bag partner that I am missing over there. Is it Revo? I think it might. Is it Revo? Yeah, Revo Cornhole. Man Bags, Revo, Average Joe's, Hammer Time, and RTP, I do believe. And then Brammy was, I didn't have them on my list that they were even going to be here, so that's cool if that is them. Okay. Well, there we have it. And one of them just flew right up and over the top out of the right claw of Kendall Cox, the queen seed holder. Now she's got a decision to make. Just lay up and leave the damage to be done to Joanne, or does she want to come in there and try to get a piggyback, airmail it, and take that one? Can she do that and leave the bag that's hanging at 1 o'clock where it belongs? And there is a possibility if she hits it hard enough, she not only sticks that bag that's stapled to the top right corner, but she comes in and ones, gets the bag off the back, and I did all that talking for nothing. Her bag flies off the back side. Joanne's got a decision to make, and she drops it right up and in. A little bit of a fist pump there, and that's going to be a 10 on 9. So that situation came back to bite Kendall just a little bit. You know, it's ironic. One of the things that I like to watch is Premier League soccer. And one of the things that I like most about it is that sometimes the announcers don't say anything. Ironic, no? Little dirty bag that required something special, and she was able to pick that bag up, was Kendall. So right now we're looking at, what, a 9 on 6? 12 on 6. You're going to be able to get up there and drop it in there. Ooh, and that's going to be a 12 on 7. It's going to be a 5 spot. Did I catch that right? $12 on 7. $10-4, good buddy. I think what I'm trying to do now with Phil not here is I'm trying to do the talking for 2. Maybe I'll let your eyeballs do most of the work. I'll go easy on your earballs. What's he get? He gets all of it? What he doesn't know won't hurt him. Put that in my bra. All right, so 12-4 is going to remain the score here on center court. Again, this is the women's final here, Spooky Nook Manheim, Pennsylvania. Kendall Cox in the RTP outerwear throwing the Brammy's closers against Joanne Martin and her Rocket Bag 0 hour. The queen seat is held by Kendall, so she has to be beaten twice. Although I'm pretty sure if you're watching the stream at this point, you know that. Just kind of open up the front side there. There was a little bit. I mean, she's got that right to left bag, but she just wanted to go ahead and clean it up and make it as easy for this last one. I was lucky to get past the front of the board right there. Is a good opportunity now for Kendall going up and over, try to get them both Oh, and it kicks up and over top and glues itself to the bag sitting up there. So 8 on 8. Looks like a couple of snowmen posted. Yeah, he's asked that you stay on this side. Here. Now let's see. Scott Harper and Kevin Cook now 14-12. Harper on top. It's a battle royale there going over in the seniors division. We'll have that for you here on center court at the conclusion of this women's championship match there. That's going to be a 10 on 9. That puts and I'm going to use the word penny because eventually no one's going to know what that is. They ceased production of the penny this past week, so I don't know if you got one of the last ones off the line, but certainly start hoarding those. I don't know if I buy the logic that they quit making the penny so that people could stop expressing their opinion and giving their 2 cents. But I do wonder how that's going to affect gas prices. Be interesting to see. Eventually, a penny for your thoughts will mean nothing to no one. Oh, boy, and that one escapes off the backside. Now, Kendall knows she's got a game to play with here, but this is where we're going to test her cornhole psyche right now at 13 years of age. Is she going to be able to overcome a 17-5 deficit, giving up a 5 spot in that last round? Again, knowing she's got another game to play with, but she's taking a look over at the family who's trying to calm her down there off to the side of center court. Pop's over there giving her a little nod, saying, "You got this." And it just occurred to me she couldn't be throwing RTP bags because it's just a merch company. I don't think they make bags. So, unless she's got the only set. All right, there's an opportunity there for Joanne to slide right up and through the middle, and she does. So she'll take another couple, add them to her tally. She's looking strong. Those Rocket Bag 0 hours are zeroing in on the first of what would need to be 2 wins here on center court. God, Harper and Cook just continue just slugfesting over there. 20-12 now. Harper up top. Mike Walters staying warm over on court 31. I see him continuing to line up and let him go with the nose down as he is wont to do. Nice cleanup right there from Joanne. Another blocker laid out there to see if she can contend with that. Coming in hot to try to clean it all up, and she'd be fine with that one. Joanne probably clean these up, and she does. No 4th bag blues. Oh, there are 4th bag blues, and that's going to do it. Game number 1 goes into the pocket of Joanne Martin. All she's got to do now is do it again. Kendall Cox holding on to the queen seat. Drops the first game 21-5. Nicely played by Joanne Martin. I know her fan base is showing up big time here on the on both of the streams. I know y'all are cheering for Ringer there. Yeah, Justin says gas will probably just go up 50 straight cents for no rhyme or reason. Timothy says, "Hey, good morning, Loudmouth. Where's the ninja at?" I've told him, I said, "Hey, man, I need you on the top of your game Thanksgiving weekend in South Bend. So you relax. You keep those vocal cords nice and loose and ready to rock and roll in South Bend." So he'll join me next weekend. It takes 4 cents to make 1 penny, which is why they stopped making them. I don't know. I've heard that argument since I was a little kid. And I could never remember the reason that they did keep making pennies, even though that was the case. Joanne Martin jumps out to a 4-0 lead here after that first frame here of game 2. Could it be that they're making way to create a new coin with a certain person's visage on both sides? The two-headed coin, perhaps? Good cleanup by necessity right there from Joanne with one off the backside. She's throwing fire. She has been throwing really well. She had some issues earlier against Angie where she was a little bit loose out to the right, but she seems to have really dialed it in right now. Oh, look at that. What an interesting cleanup. We didn't even need slow motion for that one. It was slow motion. Oh, boy. And that's going to be a 10-on-9 and a wasted opportunity right there from Kendall Cox. But she will at least come off the goose egg, crack that egg, and put a penny on the board. You know what, Justin? I was just thinking the same thing. She needs to slow down just a little bit. I think she has adapted to the pace or tried to recreate a pace. I think Joanne stepped up and created the pace of this match on the very first throw, I think. And Kendall was trying to accelerate it, and I think you're right. Maybe just calm down just a touch. That said, she'd beat me 21 to -2 every single time we step up, and there's an opportunity right there to take advantage, and she does. So is this going to be a 10 or a 12-on-9? Yes, it is. So that puts 3 in her pocket, and that knots things at 4. As she eyeballs the scoreboard, taking a slow and steady pace down to collect her Brammy's closers. I will give them credit for this. I can certainly tell their bags apart when they're throwing them, so I do appreciate that. Earlier, Jacob Bagley and Hunter Houts both throwing the Hammer Time Fidos. It was a little tough to tell them apart when they were flipped up slow side top. Good cleanup. You're seeing a lot of that. From Joanne. That time she just kind of came in and cartwheeled right past Kendall's bag. Kendall trying to move that one into a little bit more of a opportune area for her to try to collect. Slick side down as she chases, gets one, misses the other. Joanne comes in to, and she just matches that one. That'll be a washing 10 right there. And Scott Harper advanced over Kevin Cook. Ultimately, no rush, ironically, at 21-12. Scott Harper now up 2-0 over Mike Walters. Brian Higginbotham awaits the winner of that one, and we will have that match here on center court. That seniors championship as the Monster Cornhole blind draw continues on. We'll have co-ed, quads, and the big blind draw before all is said and done here in Manheim, Spooky Nook, Pennsylvania. Things should be getting underway in Vegas here very soon as well. Joanne going to step out to the right and cut it right to left to get around there. She tried it, but it just got away. Even sticky side down, she let it just a little bit loose. Nice collection right there. Open that front door. Knock, knock. Who's there? Joanne. Oh, boy. And another missed opportunity with one off the back, but she's going to go ahead and I will allow it, says Joanne. I will help you out. So that's going to be a one of them off the back each. That's going to be a 10-on-7. So that puts Kendall up at a 3-spot advantage. See what's happening over here on the Facebook. What y'all got to say? Settle down, says Lynn Longwell. Lynn, I thought we might see you all this weekend. Go KC, says Dan Clark. AP Snyder, go on, you got this, girl. One more, let's go, says Steven. Obviously, AP cheering for Kendall and Steven all in for Joanne. Kendall leaves that one to the right, so Joanne's just going to come in and nudge it. This is very similar to the last frame right there. Slick side, she lost it, and that looks very similar as well. Leaves it sitting outside. Now will she match as she did last time? Yes, she does. So another 10-on-10 wash. Scott Harper extends his lead over Mike Walters 6-0. Right now, Brian Higginbotham awaits the winner of that match. I know Walters throws the IMFs. I'm not sure what Harper throws. There's that right to left get around bag. Kendall throws sticky side down and makes things a little sticky for herself. And it's actually a nice bag by Joanne right there. I think I might accidentally just called her Jackie a moment ago. Oh boy, and here's another opportunity. She's coming in slick side down to try to collect, leaves one sitting up top. As long as Joanne can finish one off. Oh, and she just matches again. So Kendall counts her blessings there. Oh, a couple of frosty ones right there. 2 snowmen on the scoreboard, leave it at 7-4. Oh, Jay's still recovering from back surgery, Lynn. I didn't know that. Well, Godspeed on the healing. I know our boy Rich Pyle just had shoulder surgery the other day. So I know he's in recovery mode, as are many. I don't know if this going into the holidays is just a clever excuse for people to say we're just going to spend it by ourselves or what, but I know we miss you when you aren't here. I know that for an absolute fact. Little train starting to be built right up front. There's a cut around. A little right to left. She is throwing a hard bag with sticky side down. It looks like she's going to go slick side down now and try to collect right to left. That's what she's doing, coming in a little bit hotter. Oh, and she loses that one off the back. 2 down, 1 on, 1 off the back. So 7-on-3. Oh, and that's going to be a 7-on-3 final right there with 1 off the back from Joanne. So that's going to put Kendall Cox up. Other sports news of the day, Antonio Brown. Who would have seen this coming? Arraigned on attempted murder charges. I mean, that guy is the picture of stability. I don't understand. Buffalo Bills took it on the chin last night to the Houston Texans in a third quarter that I think just ended 15 minutes ago. We saw a referee go down with a hammy pull. We saw all kinds of things. There was a flag on nearly every play and a player down on every other play, plus an official down. You don't see that very often. And Kendall just is having trouble holding the center of the board. And Joanne has let her off the hook a number of times. This game could probably already be over, and she could be holding the hardwood. But that 12-on-10 is going to put 2 bet more in Joanne's pocket. So Cox 11, Martin 6. Scott Harper 8, Mike Walters 4. Yeah, Lynn, getting old is not for the faint of heart. That's a fact. Our boy, the cornhole dude, Frank Gears, swears he's going to live to be 200. I said, you can have that. Go right ahead. All right, those are on layaway. See what Joanne does there to help her out. As she 2 bags left to go. Come in there and nudge that one a little bit more. I think that one on the top left has a much better chance of going in. Now there's a great opportunity for her to come in there and take them both, and she does. Nicely played. 12-on-8. That'll be another 4th spot to add. And again, that first game, Joanne had her number. 21-5 was the final there. That's going to put this one to a 15-on-6. See what's going on back over on the YouTubes. Not a whole lot new in the way of comments, but welcome them. Certainly love to know. We know the UK's checking in, Scotland and England. The Wiz and Craig. Smith, hope best to Byron. By the way, our first ever international champion, Byron Smith. Oh, nice bag right there. A little bit of rollover with a fish hook attached. Up and over. Great airmail. Nice shot to save the wash. And I watched her doing that when she was out here warming up with Rex. She had a hell of an airmail in those warm-ups, so well done. Mike Walters up now 11-9 over Scott Harper in the elimination final in the seniors match over on court number 32 under the shadow of the name Mick Hoaxang. What's that? Oh, no, I'm talking about on court 32 under the shadow of Mick Hoaxang on the flag. My bad. Yes. Higgy is the king seat holder in seniors. Ooh, boy, that one did almost enough to get it nudged up top. Joanne kind of double clutches there. She's just going to try to run it through and clean it. Oh, and she loses it off the back and puts her hands atop her head. That's going to be a 10-on-7. That's going to put Kendall on 18. 3 spots away from the women's division championship here after having taken her down in game number 1. Did Joanne? What did I say that score was? 21-5? Yeah. Harper and Walters now tied at 11. Nice bag right there just to give Joanne something to think about, and she thought about it, and unfortunately her bag had second thoughts. Oh, and third thoughts. And this should be enough to get it finished off. 12th spot, yeah, absolutely, and that's a nicely played final right there. Congratulations. Kendall Cox, the queen seat holder, takes down Joanne Martin. A little bit of revenge right there after losing the first game 21-5. She takes those Brammys closers and finishes it off 21-6. She will hold on to the heaviest of the hardwood in the women's division. Congratulations again. Sporting the RTP outerwear and throwing the Brammys closers. Kendall Cox, our women's champion. Nicely done. And as the seniors division gets ready to wrap up here, we will get that championship final on as well. Do we want to take a quick break and then be back to center court? Because I don't think anybody wants to hear any more stories about my honeymoon. Unless you do, feel free to throw that into the comments. I tell you almost everything. Will tell you, there is one interesting thing about the bed and breakfast that we stayed in, which should have told me everything I needed to know. And you know what? I'll tell you what that is when we come back after a quick break here on Center Court, Manheim, Pennsylvania, the American Cornhole Organization, Spooky Nook Major in Manheim on the ACO Digital Network.
Cornhole is more than a game. It's more than a way of life. It's people. It's stories. It's the kind of bond that's built in backyards and tested in tournaments and sealed with a handshake and a cold beer. At the ACO, family isn't a slogan. It's who we are. And the moment you show up, you're one of us.
The first major we ever came to, and we brought our little ones with us, I had a double stroller. And I love that my kids have grown up in the ACO now. Everybody knows who they are. So it doesn't matter if you're a mom or an aunt, it doesn't matter. You can bring your children here and there's never anything to worry about. My kids now have friends all over the country and they get so excited to be able to see everybody whenever we travel. So watching them grow up and then being in this atmosphere of watching everybody be a family as a whole is one of my favorite parts.
Bring it!
In the land of Cornhole, only one can wear the crown. Make no mistake, this title isn't handed out. It's earned, one bag at a time. Earned in the grind when no one's watching, in the moments that matter. And this year, the new ruler rose. The boards don't lie. The undisputed king has been crowned. Cornhole is more than a game. It's more than a way of life. It's people. It's stories. It's the kind of bond that's built in backyards and tested in tournaments, and sealed with a handshake and a cold beer. At the ACO, family isn't a slogan. It's who we are. And the moment you show up, you're one of us.
The first major we ever came to, and we brought our little ones with us, I had a double stroller. And I love that my kids have grown up in the ACO now. Everybody knows who they are. So it doesn't matter if you're a mom or an aunt, it doesn't matter. You can bring your children here and there's never anything to worry about. My kids now have friends all over the country and they get so excited to be able to see everybody whenever we travel. So watching them grow up and then being in this atmosphere of watching everybody be a family as a whole is one of my favorite parts.
Bring it!
In the land of Cornhole, only one can wear the crown. Make no mistake, this title isn't handed out. It's earned, one bag at a time. Earned in the grind when no one's watching, in the moments that matter. And this year, the new ruler rose. The boards don't lie. The undisputed king has been crowned. Cornhole is more than a game. It's more than a way of life. It's people. It's stories. It's the kind of bond that's built in backyards and tested in tournaments, and sealed with a handshake and a cold beer. At the ACO, family isn't a slogan. It's who we are. And the moment you show up, you're one of us.
The first major we ever came to, and we brought our little ones with us, I had a double stroller. And I love that my kids have grown up in the ACO now. Everybody knows who they are. So it doesn't matter if you're a mom or an aunt, it doesn't matter. You can bring your children here and there's never anything to worry about. My kids now have friends all over the country and they get so excited to be able to see everybody whenever we travel. So watching them grow up and then being in this atmosphere of watching everybody be a family as a whole is one of my favorite parts.
Bring it!
In the land of Cornhole, only one can wear the crown. Make no mistake, this title isn't handed out. It's earned, one bag at a time. Earned in the grind when no one's watching, in the moments that matter. And this year, the new ruler rose. The boards don't lie. The undisputed king has been crowned. Cornhole is more than a game. It's more than a way of life. It's people. It's stories. It's the kind of bond that's built in backyards and tested in tournaments, and sealed with a handshake and a cold beer. At the ACO, family isn't a slogan. It's who we are. And the moment you show up, you're one of us.
The first major we ever came to and we brought our little ones with us, I had a double stroller. And I love that my kids have grown up in the ACO now. Everybody knows who they are. So it doesn't matter if you're a mom or an aunt, it doesn't matter. You can bring your children here and there's never anything to worry about. My kids now have friends all over the country and they get so excited to be able to see everybody whenever we travel. So watching them grow up and then being in this atmosphere of watching everybody be a family as a whole is one of my favorite parts.
All right, welcome back to Center Court here, Manheim, Pennsylvania. The ACO, American Cornhole Organization, Manheim Major, Spooky Nook Sports Complex. Over 1 million square feet, but the most important, probably 400 of them are right now here at Center Court. Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO, with the finals of the Seniors Championship match. Guest commentary today. Everybody's asking, where is the loudmouth partner? Where is the Mississippi Ninja? And I said, well, he is taking a break so he can be ready to rock and roll for Thanksgiving weekend, next weekend in South Bend, Indiana. And they said, well, we missed the accent. I said, all right, well, I'll find somebody. So I found myself former and always a king of cornhole, Isaac Hurt, and Uncle Isaac, I'm going to call you from now on now. You want to sit in here and talk about this old man's match, as you called it.
No, I didn't call it that. Filling in for the Mississippi Ninja.
Yeah, all right. Well, Higginbotham's sitting in the king's seat. He is he's throwing the high roller pit bosses, I do believe. And Scotty Harper is throwing the Average Joe's H1N1 as they finish up their final warm-up tosses, get a little bit of refreshment, and then they exchange taters and get underway. You've had your share of experience here on center court. Which one of these guys you think is going to show big time?
I don't know. Both of them are really good. I think I'm going to go with Higgy. Higgy's in the championship. He's been practicing here on center court. So I think Higgy's going to get the best of him here. But Scott, he's a stud.
Yeah, well, I'm counting on you for expert analysis as to why anybody does anything that they're doing out there, because that's what I count on Philip to do, because I know nothing about nothing. I just know how to talk about it quite a bit. So, again, Isaac Hurt, appreciate you, by the way, autographing my most recent issue of Whole Magazine. The next edition will have current King Sebastian Barger on it that will come out here very soon. But you and I met some 8 years ago, I think, in Las Vegas, where I collected your first autograph. That one will be on eBay in no time. And these guys, I want to make some money off of knowing you, man. I don't just know you because girls like you, for God's sakes.
Oh, gosh.
But yeah, so this I love this setup here because I can see all. I was watching you out of the corner of my eye over there on court one when you were playing in the juniors, and I can see so much of what's going on. I do like this setup here.
Yeah, this is a nice setup. This is a nice venue.
Yeah, but this is going to be a little bit of a faster pace than a seniors match that we're accustomed to, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. You think it's going to be just straight sliding in, or you think there's going to be any blocking?
I don't know, and that's kind of what I'm leaning in on you about, because I've not seen Harper play. I've seen Higgy play a number of times. I've not seen Harper play, but he has been in a couple of slugfests. He beat Mike Walters to get here, and they went at it for quite a while. So, but it looks like these guys just getting ready to go hole for hole. Not a lot of defense to be played, I don't think.
Yeah, not right now. I'll kick that one out of the hole. Gonna slide in for two here. Oh, yep, picks up the two. I know Brian, he's been working on a roll bag. He's gotten it down. He was using it against me in Spooky Nook, Ohio. That thing, he's lethal with it.
Well, let me ask you that, because I'm starting to see a lot of players who I never thought would ever try to learn a roll bag. If I'm not mistaken, Gary Bearpaw, who we've seen back at a couple of majors out on the western half of the country's got a bit of a roll bag. I mean, even our boy Matt Guy, I've watched him throwing up some videos trying to work a roll bag. And what is it about? Do you think the seniors have finally succumbed to the fact that this is what you've been kicking their asses up and down the courts with, and they think they need that to compete? Because to be honest with you, I still feel like just put it in the hole is the way to get the win.
Yeah, I think it's more of like a mindset thing. A lot of people just think they need to have a roll bag in their arsenal, which me, I barely ever use it. Like sometimes I'll do it, but I'm not very good at it, so I don't try it a lot. But the roll bag, it's good in situations, but as long as you just keep sliding them in, I mean, there's no need for a roll bag.
Well, and if you've got the confidence in your airmail that so many have for so many years, it doesn't seem like
he went for the roll bag right there.
Like you need it. But I've noticed you talked about how you've changed your game over the last 2 years. I don't think I've seen anybody's game change more than yours has. Up and over. See, and there's that airmail.
Yeah.
He just didn't have the confidence. Harper wants to go down and take a look. No, because 2.5 seasons ago, we watched you put that low block down. Then you leave it, and then you move it up, and then you come in and collect the three bags. I don't see you do that hardly at all anymore.
Nah, I try to just go straight in the hole nowadays. If you don't miss a bag, then it's hard to lose. You put them all in the hole.
It's right back to what I just said. So that's what I'm wondering, if these seniors have did you guys lull them into you need a roll bag, and then you come back and beat them to death with their own game?
Yeah, I think that's what it's led to. A lot of the younger players use the roll bag a lot, and I think they just got tired of always getting blocked.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, right there, I believe that this is the frame that is referred to as the
Dirty
PPR
game.
killer.
Yeah, PPR killer. That'll do it. Dang. 3-2. It's a nail biter.
Well, the high roller pit bosses against the Average Joe's H1N1. Harper throwing the H1N1s. Higginbotham throwing the high rollers.
Think he can drag it? Nah, he kicked it out of the way now.
These bags
Gonna
look
try and slide
very
into two.
similar depending upon which side of the
Oh,
bag
Let me
lands
get
up.
around it. Oh, my
and he
gosh,
snuck
what a
that one
sneak
in.
around.
Yep, just a little bit left to the right, drips
That's
in on
what Junior Williams calls the unique bag.
Yeah.
Unique around it.
Well, he had a little bit more real estate, I think, available than he thought, but he picks up a 12-8 on the frame. That puts Higgy out front in the king seat holder. It's just a one and done for him, up 6-3.
Yep. Oh, here goes the block.
There's a little defense right
Scott,
there.
he's got a good airmail.
Yeah. Well, just going to
I don't think Scott's much on the roll bag. I think
pitch
he's
it
more
up.
of an airmail kind of
Yeah.
guy.
Oh, and he's got the entire hole if he wants it. And it's
Oh, yeah.
nice little bunch up right there. No, he's going to just come in behind it.
Yeah.
Or in front of it, depending upon who you talk to. Higgy's going to try to spin one through, loses it off the
A
backside.
little fast.
Up and
Airmail.
over. There it
Oh,
is.
boom.
You called it.
Bam. See if he can sneak around him. Some damage control. He going to backside it again, or is he going to lay up?
He's got
I
room. I think he's got room. I mean, if he's overthinking it now, I think his instinct, he was doing math instead of
he boards it for one.
yeah, instead of doing geometry, he was doing algebra. I don't know. After he had just put that last one in so cleanly, I feel like he should have just
Yeah.
gone for it. But
I'd have launched it.
Well, congratulations again to Jacob Bagley. You had your hands full with both he and Hunter House
Yeah.
earlier
Good.
today.
Hunter,
But
he played good.
yep, Bagley ends up taking it. He was sitting in the king's seat, lost the first one 21-11, took the second one 21-8, and then Kendall Cox, as you just saw before this one here on center court, took down Joanne Martin, but not without a fight. Joanne took her in the first one 21-5. She came back and beat her 21-6
Yeah.
to take the women's top of the podium here in Manheim. That bag.
I think that's Brian's co-ed partner today, right?
Is that right?
I think so.
No, I don't know. I haven't seen ahead in the roll call there. Taters exchanges. They work their way back down to collect their respective bags.
6-6.
12 on 10 makes it even, knotted at a half dozen. So I was calling you Uncle Isaac before. I said now with Carter Lee in the fold, the rumor was that he'll be maxed out in points by Valentine's Day. Is that right?
I don't know if he'll be maxed out that fast. Maybe January now.
Yeah. Maybe, all right, maybe by Easter then. We'll go with Easter. But what was your explanation? I said, what's it like to be an uncle? What'd you say?
Well, it's not really anything right now. He can't talk or walk yet, so he sleeps a lot.
So he just lays there like a lump. So that's like knowing me. It's not unlike being friends with me.
Yeah.
All right, so that's
cool.
a couple more in the pocket of Scotty Harper right there, 8 on 6.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, I have a lot in common with an infant, and even when I can talk. I heard your dad say he was talking to your mom and said, "How's the big guy?" She goes, "Well, he's just kind of whimpering still."
Yeah.
He goes, "No, I'm talking about Caleb." And I think her answer was the same.
Yeah.
Isaac Hurd sitting side by side with me. Up and over. He
Oh,
went for that
dang.
airmail, but it
He's
was just
confident in that one.
3 or 4 inches a little too hot.
Yep. He got excited. And Brian gonna launch one.
Oh, and he did it.
Dang.
Anything you can do, I can do just as poorly off the backside. So,
Sevens.
Couple
Yep.
sevens. Yep, not lucky for either one.
Nope. It's a wash.
The Monster Cornhole Big Blind Draw is going on, or blind draw is going on right now. We still got co-ed. Who's your co-ed partner?
Elena Gonzalez, my
Oh, yeah?
girlfriend.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Smiley.
Smiley's here.
I figured since she was sitting too close to center court, maybe like the ting off her big smile might have gotten your eyes and distracted you just a little bit.
Oh, he can sneak around it. Oh, he drug it for him.
He did a.
That's what Scott was trying to do.
Did him a solid there. Washington's gets us to the
Washington.
to the next. Alan Ballard, that one. Washington's. Or as my mom from Louisville says, Warsh. Washington's. Well, she doesn't say Washington's. She just says Warsh. As in my mouth out with soap. What are you looking at?
Oh. Hangs up. He going for the block. Oh, kicks off of it.
Does exactly what it was intended to do. Leaves one out there in right field.
Oh, snap, and left field.
Oh, and yeah, just out there off the shortstop position, just a little bit right there. That's up there in the left corner of the hole, as Phil likes to say. I said, you do know that it's rounded. It can't have a corner. He's like, shut up. Oh, 12 on 8. Puts another 4 spot in Scott's pocket right there.
12-6.
Yeah. Oh, 12-6. Yeah, my bad. Like I said, I'm not
Scott's going for the blocking game right now.
Yeah. Well, the first bag has seemed to be key in this matchup as to who's dictating the pace. Nice pickup right there.
Gonna try and pick it up. Oh, he's getting it closer. Scott gonna try and bully it out the way. That's a good bag. Oh, snap.
Oh, and I think it's pinched right there. He's gonna go up. And, oh boy.
I think if he pushes through all these, he'll be a wash.
You think he can get it? Oh yeah, slick side down. Oh, and he dropped Scott's bag. That's it.
Gave him 4. Dang.
10 on 6.
That's not what he intended to do. It's bad luck.
All right, so 16-6. Could we be looking at another double dip championship match here in a game 2?
Dang. Scott's on it right now.
Of course we are. Earlier we had a blackout here during your elimination final game. And we just wanted to add a little drama to the day.
Oh, snap. Gives up 4 more.
Oh, there's a
20-6.
Yeah, I think Higgy might be looking ahead to game 2.
Yeah, I think he's just ready to get out of this one and start a new game.
Well, we saw Kendall Cox change up her pace just a little bit in the women's championship. She is letting Joanne dictate the pace to be sure. She finally slowed down, got her head back in the game, and did what it took to take game number 2, 21-6, and take the women's division championship at age 13.
Dang.
I know, right?
Good day.
Up and over. Oh, and he
snap.
missed it just a little bit outside to the right. He's going to come in slick side, just bunch him up. Going to try it again. Oh, and loses another one off the back. Yeah,
First game goes to Scott
he pretty
Harper.
much just said, I'm ready for game 2, so let's do it. All right,
He's
so that's
ready
going to
for
be
game
a 20-6 game 1. 22-6.
Mr. Scott Harper.
Scott Harper. And he and Mike Walters went, I mean, that was probably about a good 20, 25-minute match to get here.
He was battling.
All right, so by the time I get done writing Higginbotham, the game should be over.
Higginbotham.
Yeah. That's why I'm with you. I prefer Higgy.
Higgy.
I appreciate that. So co-ed quads, big blind draw still to come today as the monster blind draw finishes. Higgy leaves one out to the left side there again.
He's missed a couple of them to that left side.
All right, cleans it up, minimizes the damage. It doesn't
2-0.
Yeah. I guess, yeah, they had they press play on that?
Yeah, they started down there.
Okay.
Yeah. Can we
There
see
we
a
go.
double dip from Scott Harper?
Harper wearing that purple jersey, a season 21
That's a seniors champion.
seniors championship. Yeah, let's. I want to go back and figure out where that was from because I know.
Gonna see a Scott Harper airmail. That'll be going around them. Oh, big push. No, I don't think he's gonna push through there.
Nope.
Roll back.
Try to roll it. Lost it off to the side.
Lost control.
Harper won the very first seniors major in Buffalo.
The big push.
This season.
Yeah, he did.
Higgy won number 3 in
snuck
Toledo.
in for 1.
Yep.
2-1. Yeah, I was at. Wait, Toledo. Where did Scott win
Harper
his?
won in Buffalo. Then it was
I
Scott
was
Beck
at
in
that.
Lake Charles, and then Higgy in Toledo. Scott Swenson then out in Lake Tahoe. Then Harper won his second one in Atlantic City. So he's been the master of the Northeast here, to be sure. So no surprise here that he finds himself on center court and with a lead in game 2. That one was lucky to get to the front of the board right there.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Harper's placing him right where he wants him. He seems to have a much better.
Scott's throwing really good right now.
Yeah, much better hand.
I jinxed him.
I jinxed him. Well done. Well, so you truly are filling in for Philip Barnett.
Oh, couldn't clip that corner. I'm going to sneak. Oh, it hangs up.
So now when there's a bag hanging there like that, we've seen you time and time again get that bag. It looks like you run by it, lay a fish hook into it, and take it with you. How do you do that? Is that bag spin? Is that
most time when it's like on the left side of the board, I try to throw it. Like my bag has like a natural reverse cut to it. So like when I just throw into it, it'll like spin over and collect it
and grab just enough of it. And that's not something most people are capable of doing. You do that very well. Sebastian does that very well.
I get lucky sometimes.
Well, you know, the sign of a good player is they admit when they're lucky. My dad always said I'd rather be lucky than good.
Yeah, luck goes a long way.
Look at that. Is that our first
double
four-bagger? How about that? Oh, my drinks evaporated because I hadn't had one in a minute. So let's see if I can suck a piece of ice here to celebrate there.
My dad, I know he's ready to get in the seniors division.
Yep.
He said he's been working on his roll bag.
Has he?
He can be coming after the seniors.
Yeah, the only roll I've been working on is under my shirt. I'm tired of rolling over my belt. Trying to work that out of my game. Oh, boy, that one got away from him as soon as it left his hand. That looked like a dead bag up front, but it snuck off the left rail. I wonder if
he's not himself right now.
Was he warming up much? Because he sat in the king seat for quite a while.
Yeah, he was warming up in center court.
I didn't see him. Oh, I mean, I saw him right beforehand, but I didn't see him over on during the women's finals. I didn't see him.
I don't know. I know he was practicing while Mike and Scott were playing.
Yeah, I didn't see him out there. So, and in that jersey, you'd think I'd have noticed. That's a 10 on 5 right there. Good golly.
It's a
7-1.
I don't know, though. It's not hard to come back from one bad round.
What's the hardest point to get, the first one or the last one?
Probably 20.
Coming off 20.
Yeah.
Up and over. Oh, what a shot.
Dang. What an airmail. Scott Harper.
I think I'm going to steal the lobe.
Hickey's bags just keep kicking on him.
And they're just holding up. That's going to be another 4-spot to add to his tally right there. Boy, 11-1. That's a lot of ones up there on the board.
Yeah. Dang.
I think Iggy'd like it if there's one more up there.
Yeah.
I'm stealing a couple of tips from you.
Oh, snap.
For my future commentary. Oh, snap, I'm taking from you. And also, dang, I'm taking that full Joe Dirt.
Dang.
Because I got, you got Hal going boom, and everybody's got boom, bang, yeah. I'm going to go, dang, I got that. I'm using it with or without your permission of Major League Baseball or Isaac Hurt.
Oh, sneaking around. The unique bag.
There it is. All right, I'm
going
to
5.
Get in here and take a look and see what kind of comments we've got. How
Let's
about
see.
the honeymoon
What's up, Sir
details?
Isaac? Yeah, what's good?
Yeah, let's see. Any of the DFB guys in the chat? I don't know. You have to look around. Timothy says, what up? Need to get a hard copy of the whole magazine. We'll get that to you, Craig. No worries. Good match here. You're exactly right.
Wait, I don't think he wanted to land that block. He shook his head when he threw it.
I don't think anything he's done so far out here on center court is what he wanted to do.
He hasn't liked anything right now.
We'll tell the honeymoon story here in a moment. We had to go straight into it as soon as I got back, so I apologize.
Oh, snap. Hey, he's just laughing it off. His bags.
Kicks one in there, a little croquet bag. Oh boy.
Could be big. Oh,
that is big.
8 spot.
Is that 12 on 4?
Yeah. Dang. Big push.
Wow. Or maybe he's looking to game 3.
He might be looking.
Maybe he wants us to go best 3 out of 5 like I did in my.
He wants to play me in co-ed. That's what it is.
And they want to go to the best
first game in co-ed.
3 out of 5 like I did in my shuffleboard domination out in Oregon against TJ and Darren.
Let's see if he can start something back here. Pick him up too.
Steven
Scott's
says,
done
good luck today, Isaac.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Needed that a little earlier, perhaps, but
Yeah, I needed
the rest of the day and tomorrow.
Yeah, for real.
Now, you had your
Sign in
co-ed
for
partner
two.
is Smiley. Who's your doubles partner?
My doubles partner, my dad.
Is it gonna
the
be
OG
Rex?
Hurt. Yep,
All
Rexy.
right. All right.
His nickname, Sexy Rexy.
Sexy Rexy. And I've been instructed to stand between him and Heinerman this weekend based on last time they were here together. So I'm a human barrier to keep them apart from one another as Harper tries to finish this one off 19-8 here on center
It's a
court.
hard 2 points to score.
Oh, now they've got it dialed in.
Let's see. Hey, you just slide that last bag in. Yep.
So what score are you down where you think I can't come back?
Oh, it's none of them.
None? 20
nah.
to nothing? You
Yeah.
can still win it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. For
I've
me,
been
it's
down 20 to 4 before.
Is that right?
Come back and win.
For me, I'd have to say it's probably 1-0. I'm done.
Oh, man, it's over.
I think I've won 3 times, and all 3 were by forfeit. Someone
Dang.
didn't show up.
Dang.
Yeah, well, you know. Snap.
3-0,
Oh, snap.
undefeated. Oh,
See,
snap.
look how good I am at that. I am so hip. Let's see what's going
Uh-oh,
on
missed it to the side.
over on
Side. Oh, he can get it, though.
Facebook here.
Can he get it back? Oh, snap. In for the game. Scott Harper takes it. Wow.
That does it. All right, we've got
Double
ourselves
dip.
a seniors champ. That is the first successfully executed double
Dang.
dip of the day. But Scott Harper, how about
Scott
that?
was darn good.
21-8 over Brian Higginbotham after a 21-6 win in the first game. So Scott Harper throwing those average Joes H1N1. Double dips the king seed holder and pit boss thrower from High Rollers, Brian Higginbotham. So he'll grab the hardwood. He will grab the top of the podium. He will have his photograph featured with hopefully all of the information correct on Wednesday on the website. And we will certainly pay tribute to him on the taco on Tuesday. But the king of the Northeast appears to be one Scott Harper. Congratulations
Scott
to
Harper.
him. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. If you want to stick around for the honeymoon story, you're more than welcome to, even though it won't make any sense to you at all. But, yeah, my then wife and I went out to, we stayed at a bed and breakfast, which was back in the 1850s when we got married. Nobody really knew what a bed and breakfast was, but we stayed in the same one, and in the same room at the top of this one, we had the whole floor it was a small house, but it
Yeah.
was where Alec Baldwin and Kim Basinger stayed when they would come there. I don't know
Really?
if you know who they are.
No.
No, see, so I knew. So you're just here for
Sorry.
to laugh. But Alec Baldwin and Kim Basinger stayed in that room, and you know how well that went. So, like I said, I should have known then. Anyway, bottom line, that's a true story. Besides all the other idiocy that went on while we were there, but. All right, so we're gonna break. Is that what we're gonna do here? We're
Yep,
gonna take a break here from
co-ed
center
starting.
court. You get back to it. Get
I
co-ed
appreciate
started.
it.
Good luck
Thank
to
you
you.
for letting
and
me
Smiley.
commentate. I
No.
hope everyone enjoyed.
Yep, you bet. All right, I'll get to some of these comments, and we'll take a break here on the ACO Digital Network. Cheers.
Cheers.